Okay, well, the first thing that struck me actually when I heard about your single was the name Reuben Hester. So would that be an Enniscorthy name, which is where you're from?
Do you know what? I don't know. I think the Hester name is Irish and English, but my family is actually Dobbs, and yeah, that's a big Wexford name for sure.
And Reuben?
I think it's Hebrew.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone says, are you Jewish? I'm like, not as far as I know, you know.
Haven't done the family tree that far back yet.
No, no, I tried, but no luck.
Well, it's a very cool name because sometimes people have stage names, but as a real name, it's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Tell us about
Yeah,
your background and how you traveled around Europe. It sounds really fascinating, and especially
yeah,
for leaving so young.
yeah, for sure. So when I was 16, I was like, I moved from Ireland, obviously in Enniscorthy in Wexford, over to Manchester. And I was like, right, I need to start college, do some music. And, I did 2 years of that. And when I was 18, I was busking whilst I was in college to make some lunch money. So whilst I was on my break, I'd go busk, make some money, go buy some lunch, and then go back. And I was like, you know what? It'd be great to just busk, just nonstop. And I got a bus I was in Leicester busking, and I got a bus to Amsterdam, which took me almost 2 days. And I remember being on the phone to my mom saying, like, hey, I got something to tell you. She's like, what's that? It's like, I'm in Amsterdam. And I was 18. And she's like, oh God, when are you coming back? And she kind of knew, like, in her heart, like, he's not going to be back for a while. And I was gone for, I can't remember. It was a long time. It was almost a year I was gone for. And I was busking through Amsterdam, I did Cologne and Frankfurt. I did Helsinki, Prague, and Berlin.
So, of all the cities that you named there, where did you find the people were the most receptive?
Frankfurt was, I'd say, I mean, it's a business city as well. I'd say they gave the most money. There was one day we were busking, and this woman came over, and she was a bit off. And we were like, oh, what's going to go on here? And she said, do you guys want to make a lot of money today? And I'm like, well, yeah, of course. She's like, I'm going to cast a spell on you guys. We're like, oh, okay. And she took our hands and she spat on our hands.
Oh
And
God.
this was when I think it was Ebola. Ebola was going around then. So we were like, oh my God, oh my God, Ebola hands, run away, you know. But that day we managed to make I think it was just over $1,000 selling CDs. Don't
Wow.
know who she was or where she went, but
You should
yeah,
have
I could
taken
really
her
think
name and number and brought her with you even.
100%, definitely. And I'll never forget that. That was Frankfurt. But there was times when we had a euro or €2 left, and the police had shut us down. That was in Cologne, and we're like, what do we do? We've got nothing because we weren't very frugal with our cash. I'm going to be honest, and you know, we had a euro or two left to our name. We're like, right, the police are shutting us down. We're stuck. And we just have to like sneak around the police and try and find a spot and try and busk for an hour and move on. So it wasn't all glamorous. It was difficult at some
Yeah.
points as well, for sure.
A very exciting opportunity that you partook in, which was
Hmm.
Little Mix The Search. When did that
Yes.
happen?
That happened. When was that? That was May, I think, last year. And then it because of the virus, we filmed it over the course of like 6 months. Um, and it only aired like it was almost a year later actually that it aired because of the virus and it got worse and worse. And it was just before the virus really hit.
Mhm.
That's when we started, and it was a fantastic experience to say the least. But it was a long experience as well because of the pandemic. It was so many things had to change, whilst everything was going on. But it was definitely really cool to be a part of.
And how did that, I suppose, further your career, or what advantages did you find from working with the four girls at the time?
I think for starters, I had the ability to work with some really amazing vocal coaches, and people like that. They cost a lot of money, and for me, like that was a massive advantage. To be able to work with a really professional people to help me build my vocal, to work with the girls in Little Mix as well, to get their advice and for them to tell you what's good or bad. It can help with your confidence, and I think being in front of a camera and learning how to grow my stage presence, I think it was all, the package really helped me grow as an artist, definitely.
Bringing it to now, obviously, you've got a fantastic, very heartfelt song in Sold My Soul. Tell us a little bit about the song that we're currently playing as our Select Irish tune.
Yeah, so the song was written, I think it wasn't that long, quite immediately after my dad died 2 years ago. It's his birthday today, actually.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you. So I wrote it quite immediately after, and I was kind of in a place where I was like, right, do I keep writing and get back on the horse, or do I just kind of heal up a bit and just let myself fall into this like depression pit? And I didn't write for a little while, and that was the first song of many that kind of just fell out of me. It was like, it's time, everything said it's time. Our body said it's time. It just came out. And that was personally one of the most touching songs that I've written. It's about trials and tribulations and trying to persevere through, hard times. And it's nice now that I can give that to the world, and people might not have experienced death or whatever, but they might have experienced a loss in a different way or struggles in a different way. And the song is about perseverance. So I like to think that everybody can connect in their own way, for sure.
We're in this lovely month now where things are opening up again. You're obviously in Germany at the moment, yeah. But for a first gig that you happen to do, where would you like that to be?
Dublin.
Dublin, okay.
100%. Yeah, we're already looking at booking a show now, which will be the first show, and we've said Dublin. That's the one.
And somewhere intimate like Whelan's or?
Yeah, Whelan's would be lovely for sure. Upstairs in Whelan's would be a great venue. So it's just finding a date now, waiting for everything to kind of start relaxing and opening up again. But Whelan's would be the dream, somewhere back home, and just, get in touch again with my roots, and yeah, that'd be sick.
Well, listen, we're absolutely thrilled to be playing Sold My Soul, and I wish you all the luck with the single, and also all the best of luck with creating magic on your album while you're there in Germany. And if you're, as I said, if you're ever in Limerick or in Dublin, do let us know, or Cork for that matter. And we'd love to have you in for a chat again before you perform somewhere live in our
100%. Area. Definitely. Thank you very much.